often I hear, oh, I'm not a salesman, I don't want to be annoying, I'm just not pushy. Everyone always associates the word sales in such a negative tense or in the context that I just stated above. Well, I'm here to tell you I'm not a salesman, I'm not annoying, and I'm not pushy. What I am is educated, passionate, and I believe in our products. I share our products, I educate my customers, and I prescribe makeup. And in doing so, what happens is sales. Many of us are afraid to be confident and assertive in our approach to selling in this business, fearful of being judged, being shamed, or pinned as an annoying salesperson. I'm sure it's ran through all of your heads when you decided to join this company. I'm here to help show you that it's okay to get a little uncomfortable, it's okay to step outside of your box, and there is an art to non-selling. I'm going to offer you guys up techniques, some verbiage, thought patterns, and hopefully some motivation to help push yourself and your teams to the next level. So I'm going to break it down into different segments here. So the first thing I want you guys to start thinking about is setting your month up for success. I call this hustle and organize. The first thing you want to do at the beginning of each month is verbalize and write down your goals, whether it's on a dry erase board, in your notebook, on your team pages, but you need to have a goal and something that's attainable for you. So don't be sitting here saying, well, I'm going to be a green status presenter, and you are still sitting at white. You guys have to work in levels and make it attainable for yourself. So to put it on myself, I ask myself what I'm striving for. So I'm an orange elite presenter. I'm striving for purple next month. So I ask myself what color I'm striving for and what is my PRS requirement. I want to accomplish this within the first week of my month. So I want to hit my PRS requirement that Kai and Katrina were talking about in that first level. So for purple, it's $500 of personal retail sales that I need. So there's 31 days in May, so I need to sell a minimum of $16 to $17 a day, or approximately $125 a week. So I break it down to a daily or weekly number for myself. So if you put it like that, like I need to sell less than one mascara a day to hit my PRS requirement. So ways to get this. How do I get this in my first week? I set myself up for a monthly bulk order for cash and carry the last week of the prior month. And I'm going to repeat that because it's kind of confusing. So the last week of April, I start prepping myself for a bulk order for my first 7 days of May. So cash and carry, I'm going to get into the details a little bit later for some of you guys if you don't know what that is. So what I do is I email, I text, I Facebook, messages to anyone who has purchased from me. I'll ask if they need refills, if they want to try new products. I'll share any new promos or kudos we are offering. So those are ways that I'm going out and I'm looking to get my sales for that first week of the next month. I will also refresh my mascara cash and carry along with any products needed for my personal needs. So that all kind of helps and rolls into itself. So by the 7th of the month, I have placed my first order, which sometimes, if not always, will meet my monthly PRS requirement. So for some of you, it's going to be $250. For some of you, it's going to be $500. But it's a way to just get yourself launched into the month and start heavy in the beginning of your month so you're not scrambling at the end of your month to get your PRS requirements. My next focus is I shift to party hosting. So within that first week, I also want to find a minimum of 3 to 5 party hosts for my month. Same thing, I personally email, message, or call my friends, customers, and offer them the opportunity to host. What I don't rely on is putting something on my Facebook wall. Too many of us hide behind the computer of Facebook or Instagram, Pinterest, whatever you guys are using as your social media outlet. You guys need to put yourself out there and start talking to people more instead of relying just behind the computer. So I am asking people personally, I'm not relying on my Facebook wall. Those posts that you guys post asking for party hosts will probably only yield probably a 10% success rate. That's what I found. You really need to personally reach out. So I'm gonna just read to you a sample message I sent to a girl I went to high school with. We're not personally super close friends, but she had bought some mascara from me. She referred somebody for mascara, so I thought, hey, why not offer her a party? I put, hey Heather, so I know you love the mascara, and I'm looking for 3 more people for the month to host an online lash bash. It's a virtual online party that I put together on a private Facebook page that you invite all your friends to. It's an easy way to share your love for the product, earn yourself some free makeup, and for me to get a little more exposure outside my friends' community. I want to stop right there before I finish. So in doing that, I'm saying, hey, I need help building my business. Are you willing to help me? Like, that's a way of putting yourself out there and just asking for the support. You can only rely so much on your own network of people. You're going to have to start dipping into other people's networks of friends. I then finished it with, it lasts 10 days. I post pics, I'll send you pics to post, and really just share the Younique products. Nikki, our mutual friend, hosted one for me last month, and she earned $180 in free products. No pressure, you just came to mind when I was putting my list of potential hosts together. Either way, let me know. So I'm asking her for the support, and I'm asking her for a response, and I'm okay if she says no. The key is to just keep it clean and simple and to the point. There's no sales pitch and no pressure added. Simply asking a friend to support your desire to expand your business. And if they say no, then move on. It's not a big deal. You'll move on to the next. I am finding that with my team, too many of you guys just get hung up on the no's, and you get inside your head and you tell yourself that your business is over and there's no more people to sell to. I've heard it all, and I've coached a lot of people through that. And I'll tell you, if you continue to let others dictate your business, you'll have a much harder time pushing through, and you just need to expect the no, because for every 10 no's, you're going to get a yes here and there, and I promise you that. The next thing I want to move on to is day-to-day chatter and talking the talk. Be a business owner. Think about that. You guys are a business owner. That kind of came to me like maybe 6 months ago when I was sitting there. I was like, wow, I own my own business. I need to respect this business, and I need to work this business because I'm the only one that's solely responsible for it. So I make it a point to talk about my business every single day. I am not lying when I tell you I wake up and think about what I can do to promote and grow my business every single day. Whether it's posting on Facebook, talking to my clients, educating myself on new products, and coming up with promotions. You have to live and breathe it. It's said over and over, but it's so true. What you put in is what you get out. I'll tell you, if you guys slack for a week, you're going to feel it, and you're going to mentally feel it as well as physically see it in your numbers. A great example of just talking the talk and how to bring Younique into a conversation is as simple as, oh my God, so-and-so, check out this new lip color I'm wearing today. Boom, you've then led them into the new lip stain. You can show them the bells and whistles with the application and the stain color. Or let's say my husband and I go out to dinner with some friends and somebody asks me how work is. I don't start talking about my job as a hairstylist. I start talking about Younique and how I'm going to be going on this amazing cruise in October, all expense paid by my company. There's my lead-in to talk about Younique as opposed to my 9-to-5 job. It does not have to be rocket science. Keep it casual, and you'll just be planting seeds daily. And now when people see me, they'll ask me, hey, how's the makeup business going for you? Instead of saying, hey, how's the hair business? The next part I'm going to get into, and I like to call this prescriptive selling. I use this technique a lot in my day-to-day job as a hairstylist, and I wholeheartedly believe in it. As a presenter for Younique, you guys are the expert. You are in the driver's seat, and you should know the products like you know your own wardrobe. Customers are looking to you for guidance and expertise for their skincare and makeup needs. First, do not spend your customers' money for them based on what you can afford. I had to learn this as a hairstylist, especially first starting out when I was totally broke. I cannot dictate what they've come in to spend. You guys cannot dictate what your clients or friends are willing to spend. So many times, I see this response on Facebook. I know it's expensive, but you just gotta try it. If you guys lead them into thinking it's expensive, they're gonna think it's expensive. It's not expensive. I cringe when I see it. It's not your job to dictate what they can and cannot afford. It's your job to offer them an array of products and let them choose what they can afford. I love to use the example of going out to a really nice dinner. The waitstaff has no idea of your intention to spend $50 or $500. They're going to offer you a cocktail when you sit down. They're going to ask you if you want an appetizer. They're going to ask you what entree you'll be having. They're going to ask you what sides you'll be having, especially if they're a la carte. They're going to ask you if you want dessert. They're going to also ask you if you want a cup of coffee to complete your meal. They do not assume by how you look or because they can't afford to be eating there that what you're willing to spend. We have so many amazing products. We have to give our customers the opportunity to be educated and experience them all. Don't limit your sales by just focusing on the mascara. Mascara is your lead-in to introduce them to the company. It's your job to direct them to other options. If someone is ordering a BB cream, touch cream foundation, you better believe I'm going to sell them a primer to go along with it. So here's some verbiage I would use if someone was talking to me about ordering a foundation product. So say they want to order some BB cream from me. I would say that is a great choice. I love our BB cream. But I really suggest if you're going to use any of our foundation products that you start with a primer. Not only are your results going to be better, but your makeup application will last that much longer. And every time I've done that, I promise you I have sold a primer with it. It's as simple as that. Educate and share what our products can do for your customers. This will in turn lead into helping you expand what your clients are buying, not just mascara. I relied on mascara for a really long time until I started branching out and having my customers experience other things. And I'll tell you, last month I probably sold maybe 3 or 4 mascaras of $1,900 in PRS. The rest was from all of our other products. Speaking of products, are you using the products? I mean really using the products. And I want just a raise of hands. How many of you guys are exclusively wearing just Younique tonight? That's a good number. Very good. So, you can't represent a cosmetic company and sell something you don't use. Make the investment in your business and use what you're trying to sell. It will be that much harder for you to share and sell if you can't give an honest testimonial to it. I'm a hairstylist and I sell $42 shampoo. You better believe I'm not using Pantene Pro V in my shower. How can my clients trust me that they should invest $42 in a product to wash their hair if their stylist is using a $5? The same goes for Younique. You can't sell a BB cream if you're putting Rebel on liquid foundation on. Finally, I'm going to get into a little bit of cash and carry. People have wanted me to detail how I work my cash and carry business because I rely heavily on cash and carry for the majority of my personal sales. First, I never allow myself to have less than 4 mascaras on hand at any time. I order in quantities of 10 to 15 at a time. So if I'm ordering in a quantity of 10, once I sell 6, I'll reorder 10. So I don't ever go past that 4. They'll sell. For those of you that are new, cash and carry is simply me buying in bulk 10 mascaras for my own party, then reselling them to local customers who want to purchase direct from me without the shipping costs. So anybody locally that you're willing to meet up and do a cash, check, PayPal, whatever you guys are comfortable with, exchange for the money, but you're putting the money up front to purchase the product. As you talk about your business, many people are going to want the instant gratification of buying a mascara from you. As you guys all start and continue to just talk more about it with people, you're going to be showing them your lashes, you're going to be talking about it, and they'll be like, oh, can I have one? And then you're like, oh no, go to my website. And if you don't have a card on you, then you're writing down this really long website. And it's so much easier to have one. Yeah, I got one in my purse. They're, in Michigan, $31 I sell them for, retail plus tax. And you're going to sell it right there. Always have a minimum of 2 with you at all times. And like I said, whatever you guys are comfortable with in terms of payment. I do cash or check. I don't do PayPal. I'm probably one of the only people out here who don't do it. Just because I know, I've heard it all. Cash and carry doesn't also have to be limited to mascara. So once you guys have developed a customer base, as I mentioned before, I place a monthly bulk order. So anything somebody that is local that wants to purchase, so like I do a lot of serums, lip glosses, lip liners, I include those purchases in my bulk orders and deliver direct to my customer. Again, only charging them cost plus tax. It's a great way to guarantee yourself a pre-purchase sale. Yes, you're putting the money up front first, but you have somebody waiting for the product. You're going to get the money. Do not ask for the money up front. I find that just slightly unprofessional, and it gives them the impression that you're not going to trust them to pay you. And just for a little perk, put it on a credit card. I don't know how many of you guys work off credit cards that have perks. I use a Delta Sky Miles, so I buy all my Younique on it so I can earn some miles with it. Okay, I'm going to pass the mic, because we broke the sales section up into two, to Rochelle. So thank you guys very much.